Curiosity got the better of me and decided to try this out. I didn't make any claims that I was going to finish it. I was just going to see how much I could stomach.
Wait, have you started it?
Oh yeah, I'm already 2 parts in.
How? Okay. How far is 2 parts?
After meeting up with Anthony and the others at the exam center, Samus discovers a Zevesian with cyborg characteristics. The team then learns about the Federation's biological weapon development program and the person in charge of it, Madeline Bergman. Shortly thereafter, a violent, unidentified creature attacks. Having been saved from certain death by a blast from Anthony's plasma gun, Samus regroups with the soldiers, who have found Lyle's corpse. Afterwards, Samus finds the cast-off skin of the small creature she had seen earlier. Samus receives new orders from Adam to follow the wounded creature and investigate Sector 3.
I don't like how much of a bitch they made her in this game.
Just a whiny bitch, and just the baby. And Adam is like a father figure to me, even though I don't have a daddy, and I want a daddy.
Also, last I checked, isn't she supposed to be 6'3"?
I have no idea on her height. Already went that way.
Right? She's supposed to be Amazonian, right?
Yeah, 6'3".
I have no idea.
And like 200 pounds.
And the top endings of Metroid 2, Metroid Samus Aran is a human. She is 6'3" tall. She weighs 198 pounds without her armor.
Okay, close enough to 200 pounds. The reflex jump thing is kind of neat, except that it's a little OP.
Here we go, running through a lava area and not having access.
Powers obey men. You haven't been told to turn on your Varia suit, therefore you don't get to turn on your Varia suit.
And
That's stupid.
Yeah.
It's stupid.
Yep.
Like,
here we go.
Stupid. Jump! Jump!
Why do I have to stop moving the stick and then re-click it again in order to dodge?
Because it wants you to sense move. Because, yeah, sense move. Let's take a shitty game mechanic and overuse it.
Like, I'm already moving in that direction. Just make me dodge, or have me push a button, not release and do it again, and give me a bigger reaction window.
She should at least give us a thumbs up when she falls in the lava.
Yeah, but her thing is thumbs down.
Alright, she should at least give us a thumbs down when she falls in the lava.
It's the final fuck you, Adam.
You're not authorized to do that, though.
Not authorized to do that.
Not authorized. Come on.
Oh, cool. According to my notifier, you're now playing Metroid Other M.
Can't get out of here. God damn it.
How long have you been playing? 3 minutes? And then the notifier comes on now? God, you're really bad at this.
It's a bad game.
Also, that concentration thing is complete horseshit.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
They should at least have you, what is it called? Crystal Flash? Yeah. Except you're not authorized to use power bombs.
We have no authorizations to use power bombs. No plans to authorize power bombs. See, like, this is cool. Like
No, it's not.
The finishing moves, where you jump on top of them and bam!
Finishing moves are cool. Oh, right, I forgot. I'm like 10 seconds behind you, aren't I?
Yeah.
Finishing moves are cool. But the fact that you have to stand still to shoot a missile, that's just stupid.
I hate the whole if you aim in games you can't move thing. I hate when they do that.
It's stupid, because then what's the point?
I don't know. If you use a powerful attack, the cost of mobility.
Oh, thank God! I've been authorized to use the ice beam.
Yay!
Thank you so much, Daddy.
I do like that you get to hover at basically 0 health. Like you get taken down to nothing, and at least get that second chance, you know?
There. The only one Adam decides to need is there. Do I get to use it?
It be stupid. The game be stupid. It's stupid shit.
Say you can rewatch my first 2 parts on YouTube and
Why?
see me bitch about those.
I mean, I could stream it myself. I got a Wii. Wait, did you buy this on Wii, or are you playing this emulator?
You think I paid money for this shit? Hell no. Now, the curiosity got better to me because I saw on Kotaku somebody did a small review for the new 3DS Metroid, and they prefaced it by saying, you know, that they had played Other M and they actually liked it. And I was kind of like, okay.
Oh god, you have no opinion.
I was kind of like, all right, I think you're wrong, but I need to see this for myself.
Well, that's why I bought it, because I was like, this is terrible, but I can't judge until I play it.
Exactly, that's what I've decided to do.
What did their reviews say about the DS?
I don't know, but I can tell you how good it is when I get it tomorrow. Oh wait, shit, I'm traveling tomorrow. So it'll get shipped to my house tomorrow, and I won't get to play it till Monday. How lovely.
Oh, you're leaving tomorrow?
Yeah,
Oh,
dude,
yeah.
I got 9 hours of travel.
Yeah, I forgot. You actually got to fly, or are you driving?
I'm driving.
Oh.
I'm driving to Morgantown, picking up Julie, then driving to the wedding on Saturday, then Sunday driving back to Morgantown, and then Monday driving up to Detroit.
Yeesh. Ah,
These enemies are too spongy.
they're very
Like,
spongy.
way too spongy. Like, what's the point of... Oh, you just have to shoot it more.
And
Oh,
I walked in
lovely.
front of fire.
I fucking hate sponges.
They're not. Oh,
Bullet sponges don't get you anywhere. They don't add anything. They don't. There's no gameplay element that's added to just having to shoot more.
it's just annoying and a waste of.
It's
ammo
waiting.
and motion. It's to extend the game, pretty much.
Artificial difficulty. It's what Aaron bitched about a lot in his sequelitis with Ocarina, is that waiting is artificial difficulty.
Yeah.
Also, Box Bandit wrote a whole spiel about it, about artificial difficulty.
Yeah. I remember that.
I wish she'd start writing again. I enjoyed her writing. I thought it was fun.
Game randomly speeds up at the time. Is that just because
Where's the next one? There you go. Come on.
Emulation error.
it feels like the emulator's just a little bit better at those points?
There. Sheesh.
Yeah, now I gotta wait 5 seconds to see what you sheeshed. Oh, you killed the last one. Okay.
Yeah.
I wish there was a way I could watch more live, so I'm actually commenting in real time.
I've seen so many super missile doors, but no, you don't have access there. Don't have authorization for those.
The wall jumping does look cool.
The wall jumping is a lot easier to use.
I'm surprised you're authorized to wall jump.
It's because it's not a
I was joking.
it's not an activated ability. That's what it is.
She just knows how to do it.
Yeah.
I was making a joke, but
Was that a diffusion missile?
It was just a charge beam with the fusion ability.
Oh. Save! Yay!
Hey, you've authorized my ice beam. How about authorizing my friggin' suit?
No, that would be too smart.
No, that would be too easy for him to actually, look at the situation and be like,
Also,
yeah.
what the hell are these enemies? Amorphous blob with mouth. That's like half the enemies in this game.
It has a very Capcom Resident Evil monster feel to it.
And yet, it was made by Team Ninja.
I know, it's so weird. It's like, are you sure it wasn't Capcom? It's like, nope. It's the women objectifiers of the developer world. Team Ninja.
Capcom would have done a better job.
Yeah.
Anyone would have done a better job. Almost.
How do they keep lava on a spaceship?
Force field.
That's true, I'm not on a freaking planet. It's a biosphere. Floor observation room. Okay, hello. Thanks for giving me the reaction time for that, pricks.
Oh, cool, you're fighting a horseshoe crab.
Ah! He just makes to grab me. Screw you, Dan. Yeah. Oh, I can't go down anymore. That is the wall. Okay.
Don't worry, she wouldn't go down without permission.
Ah, okay. And you rear up, huh? That's your weak spot? Come on, rear up. Oh, nope, you're gonna run over me first. Okay, great. Okay, holy crap. You can... Slow down! No!
I don't understand what they were going for in this game.
None of this makes any sense.
I seriously don't get it. There's just... What were they going for? Because it's
No one knows.
It's way, way too twitchy.
They either give you lots of reaction time or none at all.
I mean, this battle is all twitch. It's all just like, oh, how much can I flick the stick back and forth?
And here I am playing it like a real Metroid, just trying to jump over shit.
Yeah. I mean, having increased dodge is not necessarily a bad thing, but not being able to dodge while shooting a missile is stupid.
Sort of goes back to the whole Resident Evil thing.
And I'm good.
Stupid game. Alright, so watching the geometry, like, her body physically would not fit in the suit. Like, her shoulders are not broad enough to actually fit in the arms.
You guys talk amongst
Not to
yourselves for a second. I'll be right back.
Not to say that Prime didn't have that issue. I mean, the suit in Prime is also incredibly unrealistic. I don't know. Bullshit, Chozo technology, bullshit, the arms become disconnected from shoulders to fit in.
Pocket dimension.
Yeah, I don't know. The point, though, is hand wavy, gonna say, I don't know, if it's an armor suit that just forms around her, then her arms should not pull out of her sockets to go into the armor suit. The armor suit should fit around her body as it physically is. Prime made the I'm not saying, this is something Prime did wrong too, I think. I mean, there was a girl who 3D printed her own Various suit, and it looked amazing. But the first thing she had to do was, she imported the models to Maya. She's like, yeah, so this is not a shape that a human could actually fit in. And she, reproportioned it to, real proportions. And then she went ahead and printed out the whole thing. And, when it was all said and done, yeah, her shoulders were narrower and her torso was broader than, what was shown in the games, but it still looked really, really good, and it looked more realistic, which kind of made it look better. So
Sometimes making things realistic does make them look better than oversizing them and yeah.
I'm really hoping that the Game Grumps I'm watching is not bleeding over into the audio.
A little bit.
Oh well, it happens. I'm literally on the last episode of Breath of the Wild. It's like,
I haven't seen anything about Breath of the Wild yet. I've been sort of waiting.
yeah. Well, I purposely didn't watch it until after I'd played it, but then now that I've played it, it's like, no, I gotta watch it. Because I love Game Grumps.
I finally got around to watching Red versus Blue. Again. Well, starting up watching it again anyways. I'm on the second to last season.
What is the second to last season now?
Well, on Netflix. The second part in the chorus or whatever.
Oh.
The trilogy or whatever.
Because I watched through season 14.
I think this is 11.
Honestly, I love Red vs. Blue, and at the end of season 5, when they took the hiatus and then they sort of changed the tone of the game or of the show, I was fine with it. Like the change in tone was necessary. It really was, because the 5 seasons of them goofing around, it's like, okay, they'd said and done that, but then they switched it to season 6 through 10 was serious. It was like, okay, cool. So they changed it up and now it's good. But honestly, after season 10, they should have just let it die. Like, it had a great, really happy ending.
Yeah, and
Just leave it be. I love Red versus Blue. I rewatch it all the time. But sometimes you gotta leave it be. I understand.
Stopped at 10, fine.
Yeah,
But-
I mean, I totally get that Red versus Blue is what started Rooster Teeth, and I get that it is their show. It's their most iconic thing. It's their front line, or front runner. You know what I mean? But at the same time, like the chorus trilogy just didn't
felt
do
forced.
anything for me. It felt forced. It felt unnecessary.
It just sort of dropped you in without any knowledge of what happens, and they're like, oh yeah, it's just throwing all. It's like, it feels like they're just making a story just to have it. Just feels like they just threw it up there and just,
Well, yeah, because they just don't want it to die. That I know why they're doing it, and it makes
like a
sense.
filler episode.
It's just they have enough stuff now. They don't need to keep Red versus Blue going past its expiration date.
So they finished the course or whatever it's called, trilogy, and what are they up to now?
Well, season 14 was just sort of like little bits here and there. It was kind of funny actually, but oh look, we actually have a viewer. It'd be nice if our player would come back. I don't know where the hell he went.
Just up and left.
Yeah, really. Started a stream and not even 20 minutes later, upped and left.
By the way, hello, person in chat.
We promise he'll be back soon, but we have
At some
nothing
point.
to back up that promise.
I mean, one of us could probably start up a stream, but we're here in this one. Yeah. Alright.
I haven't streamed in forever.
Oh my god, what in the world happened there?
Okay, sorry about that.
Yay!
What did you say, Laser? You kind of broke up really bad there.
Oh, I haven't streamed in forever.
but I've been debating getting back into it. Just doing like Monday nights.
I could be there.
Okay.
Nice.
Hey, our player's back.
Hey.
Yeah, sorry, had to unload groceries. Had to do adult things.
Tell the wife that the stream is more important.
I tried. She threatened lack
Yeah,
of, you know, things.
Totally. I know that totally.
Holy hell, come on!
So I suppose I could start streaming this and show you how it's done.
You sit there and shut your mouth. In fact, if you're so smart and you've beaten this, what am I doing wrong?
Yeah, you're not twitching enough.
Seriously?
You gotta be more twitchy with your sense move.
Ugh.
You should spend more effort
Like
on
that?
sense move than like literally you don't ever hold the stick. Does this game have shine sparking?
I have no idea.
The fact is I've
Oh my god, that's actually working. What the hell?
What?
I stood still and let them come to me and then dodge out of the way.
This is not a Metroid game. It's just
Whoops, dodged the wrong way. And
I
that's the
told you.
problem.
That's all you switch it up. You're good. This game was made for spastic kids who have ADHD and haven't taken their Adderall in weeks.
Hey, R9.
Yeah.
Is laser breaking up for you as well?
Is he gonna what?
Breaking up, like the audio just being all
He's
weird.
crackling a little bit. And you're kind of soft.
Yay, Discord server is failing. I don't know what solution to that is.
Okay, did I win? Did I do good? Why can't I do anything?
You're not fighting anymore, therefore you won.
Oh, okay. Guess I'll
Go and
leave.
push the button. The button has to be important, right?
Push button
You're
to
not
make game
authorized to
happen?
push the button.
Yay, run through a hot hallway and have to deal with it because I'm not allowed to have thermoweave underwear.
Various suit.
Yeah, that one. Adam, I'm dying! I'm not authorizing it.
Come on,
really
you saw
hot in
it
here.
coming at you. Also, it's really funny how that volcano looks like it's miles away, and yet the particles hit you. I mean, it's definitely either a trick of forced perspective or just gameplay shenanigans.
I'm gonna say gameplay shenanigans.
That's a bottle ship. It could be forced perspective.
So you're saying the reason I'm getting hit so much is because I'm not letting the game mechanic do its work. Instead, I'm trying to actually use my skill.
Yeah, you're trying to play the game like you play a Metroid game, which unfortunately is not how you play this game. This game, you should literally just be twitching on the stick all the time.
See, that was awesome.
Also, don't they call them Zebesians in this game?
Yeah, Zebesians or something? Yeah.
I thought they were space pirates.
So did I.
Because last I checked, the natives of Zebus, whatever, wasn't that the
They're kind of
Chozo?
space dust? Yeah.
Wasn't that, like... Wasn't Samus raised on Zebus, however you pronounce it?
They probably messed up the lore somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, she grew up on a space colony.
No, look, until age 3 she was on K2L. Then the space pirates attacked, Ridley ate her mother.
And then she was
And,
raised on Zebus, yeah.
Yeah, by the Chozo,
Right.
who were on Zebus. So why were there Zebesians?
They're calling them Zebesians when they should be calling them, space pirates.
Yeah. Well, the fact is that the dude that produced this game, not Team Ninja, but the dude himself,
Uh-huh.
not the same guy that was behind Metroids 1 through 4.
Well, obviously.
Yeah, but I mean, he
I don't think
I
it's supposed to
think
go this way.
Like now that it's the same guy that's making Samus Returns.
Yeah, I heard that. It's same
And I
guy or same
don't-
team. It's like, eh.
Go up. That's not up. But yeah, the point is, I think he's just got a different vision for what Samus or who Samus is. Like, I think
That didn't work.
his view is the whole whiny bitch mentality, whereas, you know, beforehand wasn't Samus supposed to be like the, not to say cold, but the stoic,
Yeah.
silent bounty hunter that was tough as nails?
She honestly should have been more like, I don't know, fucking Boba Fett.
Yeah, except not going out like a bitch. Because Boba Fett went out like a bitch. I mean, the not screw attack. No, was it screw attack? The ones, the death battles?
Yeah,
They had Samus versus Boba Fett, and Samus won, as she would.
yeah.
But, like, she's
get-
like
get-
a mercenary. She should be tough and not whiny and not suffering from PTSD or whatever the hell they wanted to call it in this game, you know?
Postpartum depression.
Yeah.
No, instead, I'm suffering and dying from heat, which could easily be neglected. It could be, averted. If I could turn on my freaking Varia suit.
Yeah, it's just stupid. Like, I understand that my headcanon might not match everyone else's headcanon, but my headcanon is like, she would say, fuck this shit, and she'd just walk around fully armed and armored. And
Your headcanon
if
may
she
not be
wanted-
widely accepted, but it's the most popular opinion.
Like, my headcanon is, if she needed to drop a fucking power bomb, she would drop a fucking power bomb.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, so maybe she still has a lot of respect for Adam, but
Oh, I get to do it
doesn't-
now? Gee, thanks, Adam.
But it doesn't mean that she would be subservient to him, you know? Just stupid.
Do it to protect yourself from damage. It's like, oh, so all that other time before that, I was just supposed to suffer for your amusement.
Maybe the radio was broken, but it still
No.
doesn't excuse her being too stupid to turn it on herself. Also, why didn't the suit itself change? Like, because the Varia suit is where she gets the big-ass shoulder.
Yeah, she's already has the shoulder pads.
Yeah. Also, what the hell enemy is this? Like, there's no explanation for it whatsoever. Like, one thing the Prime games did really well, somewhat. One thing that Metroid Prime 1 did really well is that you knew what you were fighting before you were fighting it if you paid attention to the lore. Like, the Chozo lore talks about, like, the Great Poison. And you think, oh my god, look, the area here is all poisoned, and so what am I going to fight? Probably the source of the poison. And then you fight Flagra, right?
Yeah.
And then you go through the space pirate strongholds in Phendrana, and if you read the lore entries, it talks about how they're doing experiments with Phazon and animating inanimate matter. And so you basically get full description of Thardus before you ever fight Thardus. If you paid attention, you would actually know what you're fighting, And then, the same thing applies with the Omega Pirate and Metroid Prime. The only thing that really jumps out at you out of nowhere is Ridley, who you already dealt with at the very beginning, so it's not like Ridley's a big surprise. And I'm not saying that bosses can't be a surprise. I mean, bosses can be a surprise, and it's rather fun. But, like, actually, even Prime 2, you have a fairly good idea what you're expecting to fight, right? Because you see Dark Samus at the very beginning. All of your gear gets stolen, and then the first thing you fight, like the first serious thing you fight, has the energy transfer module. So it's like, oh, okay, the enemies, or the Ing seem to be able to use suit upgrades. So maybe I'm going to fight all of my suit upgrades, and lo and behold, that's what you do, And so, like, yeah, the implementation was surprising. I mean, like, the Boost Guardian, you're fighting, it's like, oh my god, I wasn't really expecting that, but it is the Boost Guardian, you know? Prime 3 was not quite as good about it. There wasn't really much explanation behind, like, Helios. Now, granted, I don't remember its name, but the boss thing of Brio, you know, it's one of those war golems, and you had already seen a bunch of them around and interacted with them, so the fact that the boss was a war golem, not really surprising. Helios, it's like, okay. I mean, you'd already fought, like, the little Swarmbot things, but he sort of pops up out of nowhere, you know? And then Omega Ridley, I mean, that's not surprising in any way.
Yes.
You know, you always have to fight Ridley. Plus fighting the other hunters, I mean, that's cool. So yeah, the point is, the Prime games, for the most part, you can either read lore entries or there's strong allusions ahead of time to tell you roughly what you're fighting. But that thing you just killed, like, what the fuck was it?
It was just a creature living in the lava that decided to come out and bite me. You know, it's like...
Yeah, I mean, literally, you're just committing an extermination of this bottle ship right now.
And nobody asked her to be here. She responded to the alert signal. Adam was there. I was like, what are you doing here? I was like, responding to the same alert as you. And she's like, well, you're not welcome here. It's like, okay, you know what that, Samus? At that point, you leave. You're like, all right, I'm not wanted here. Bye.
No, at that point, you say, fuck you, I'm investigating this on my own, with my full suit.
Yeah, it's like, oh, but we were, you know, he was my commanding officer once, so I have to kind of respect what he says. No, you don't. You don't work for him.
I mean, what they should have done, though, is, you know, if she actually does respect him, which, you know, even for a mercenary, you still respect him.
Yeah, there are military people who respect their commanding officers after they get out of the surface. That's fine. That's not what I'm mad at.
Yeah, I mean, there's ways to be respectful without being retarded.
Yes.
I think you need to go to the left and jump down.
Oh, I don't go down the... Because I did went all the way left and looks like it was a dead end. I thought I had to go back up to the porthole.
No, I think you can keep...
Alright, I'll keep going.
Also, the fact that you can regenerate missiles, it's like...
They got rid of the need of pickups. It's like... Instead, you just have to hold still long enough and get out of the way so that you can restore your own health, which has killed me more times than anything else.
The whole point of Metroid is not holding still.
Yeah.
I mean, name any other Metroid game where you're encouraged to hold still.
There isn't one.
Nope, nothing comes to mind. I mean, the kill animation. Like, visually, this is actually a very interesting game to watch. Like, it's aesthetically cool, and the actions are cool, and there's lots of explosions, and, you know, it's kind of neat to watch. But that's about its redeeming feature.
I think that's their whole thing is visuals.
Yeah, well, you know, it's a concept that a lot of game designers have yet to actually learn, but your visuals don't matter if your gameplay is good.
Yeah.
I mean, let's face it, why is Ocarina of Time so beloved? Why is it still a timeless classic? It's got N64 graphics. Big fucking deal. It was
the first of its kind as far as a 3D Zelda, which should be respected for that, but...
And yeah, I know that Ego Raptor, like, you know, he tore it apart for very legitimate reasons in his sequelitis. But the fact is, the game still is just, it's a classic. Why? Because it's got good gameplay and riveting story, and, like, it gets you invested in it. And even though the graphics are bad, it doesn't matter, because they made a damn good game. Because gameplay is more important than graphics.
Yeah, I will say, like, I wouldn't mind seeing another console Metroid that looks like this. It's like, it actually looks kind of cool, and it plays okay. Just get rid of the narration and the character development that they put in.
Well, it doesn't even play okay.
Like, I like the finishing moves. I like the special stuff that she does. I wish I had more input on that, even if it was a quick time event. Because when I finished off that boss, all you do is you just run up it, and that's it.
No, you don't want quick time events. Nope.
Well, give me something to do. Otherwise, I'm just sitting there watching.
If you want quick time events, you can play God of War.
Which I could do, but...
Actually, it's a fun game, but...
I've played a few of them. I
God of
enjoy
War, the sex time, quick time mini game.
And how well you do at sex is directly proportional to how well you do at quick. Anyway, no, never want quick time events. No, what I'd like to see
Screw you. Here, go ahead.
is I don't know. I would say a remake of, but no. To be honest, no. Super is perfect the way it is. They don't mess with Super.
Yeah.
a remake of what?
Super Metroid. Like it's not even necessary. Like a remake of 1 was great because the original Metroid was like had a learning cliff, not even a learning curve, right?
Yeah.
A remake of Metroid 2 makes sense because there were a lot of technical issues in Metroid 2, like the fact that Samus had to take up half the screen, that just gets solved by being modern. But Super and Fusion, they don't need remakes.
Okay, what am I supposed to do here? I have to have the grapple beam to go forward, but they haven't unlocked it yet.
Womp, womp, womp,
Oh, I have to turn around, come back, and be told to go to Sector 2.
There's a high probability of survivors hiding there.
You're not allowed to use your own stuff because somebody else says so.
Right. Because I want to respect him. Yeah, I love that there in the beginning, when she first meets up with him, it's like, Samus has decided not to use missiles or bombs, until Adam authorizes it. I was like, excuse me? You have decided not to, because of he's here. Normally you would. It's like, what?
Yeah,
Personally,
Bullshit.
Like, power
Yeah,
bombs I could
very
understand, almost. It's like, fine, those are heavily destructive things, and you want to not potentially injure any, survivors here. Fine. But regular bombs and missiles, not that destructive.
Yeah, actually, that would make the most sense if Adam said, "You're full armament, no power bombs." Hey, look,
That's
there's
the
another
nuke.
horseshoe
You
crab.
don't unleash the nuke first thing. That's fine.
The nuclear option.
The nuclear option.
Nuclear.
Oh, right. I'm supposed to stand here and just go twitch, twitch.
Yep.
And I still get blown up.
Don't fight intelligently. Fight like a 12-year-old with ADHD.
Well, I'm not 12 years old with ADHD.
Well, that's
37 with ADHD.
What a stupid enemy.
This is really
There's
dumb.
not even good enemy design.
It is just a horseshoe crab with legs.
And you're
It's
just
a
supposed to
Mirelurk.
dodge it until it gives you an
Yeah, it's
open.
a Mirelurk.
It's a Mirelurk.
A Mirelurk with much tougher armor.
Come on, jeez.
Alright, so a Nukalurk.
Even those run past that, and you got the splatter cannon.
Yeah. I don't know. I really liked the Nuka World because you get a AK, and that AK is fun.
Oh yeah, the splatter
Yeah.
cannon is the best weapon in the game, in my opinion.
Splatter cannon?
Yeah, it's Let me just look it up here real quick.
Back over here and then go here.
Also, Like, do you... I guess you just ran through that hallway of enemies back there, but...
There's no real reason to fight anything, because they don't drop anything.
Yeah. Well, in Prime, let's face it, by the time you get up to the... Like, when you're doing your grab the artifacts at the end of the game, I mean, I at least blow through all the enemies. I shoot them if they're in my way, and otherwise I ignore them.
I put a link in the Discord.
Splatter cannon. Oh! It's, wait a minute. So that is an AK.
Yeah.
Who has it?
You can get it from the pack leader by succeeding in a speech check, or by buying it from one of the people in the market.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Yeah, so the problem with Nuka World is that it has literally no point if you are not playing, like, evil.
What I really wish they had done was take the, if you hadn't completed the game with any of the other factions, if you decided to go with them, they should have given you a Raider ending for the game with that DLC.
Yeah, actually that would make sense. But yeah, the problem with Nuka World is, like, you have your choice between lawful evil, chaotic evil, and sadistic evil. But, you know, if you're good, the only option is to kill them all. Which, granted, is a lot of fun and is really challenging.
I really wish they had also given you a way to somehow make the different leaders kill each other
Kill
off.
each other, yeah.
So you could still keep Gage as a partner because he is fucking awesome. He's
Yeah,
the best person. He is the best follower I've found in that game so far. Just because his weapon is amazing.
Yeah, Piper. I just give her a, shit. I always name it the Mac gun, but it's the, oh crap, what's it called? The magnetic, the Gauss rifle, there we go. I always just give Piper a Gauss rifle and call.
I haven't found a Gauss rifle yet.
Oh, you go for like half the game not finding it, and then you get one, and then you get like 20. Because the game just gives you a bunch. But yeah, Piper is my waifu. Actually, Abigail's my waifu. From,
Stardew.
Stardew, yeah.
To be honest, the first person I picked is Seb.
Who?
Seb. Sebastian.
Oh. Nah, Abigail. She my wife.
Yeah.
These enemies seem to be pointless.
All the enemies
They
are
are.
pointless.
Like, what is accomplished? You don't get anything from fighting them. It's just arbitrary crap in your way. That's all it seems to be. Like, I understand that the definition of an enemy is arbitrary.
Oh, great. Now I'm in the water and I can't move properly.
But Prime, at least, wasn't stupid about it. And neither was Super, neither was Fusion. Like, the enemies were there to hinder you. Which I guess is what... I don't know. I'm not doing a very good job of, like, describing why I don't like the enemies in this game. But
These ones are just...
They are
in the
there
way.
to impede your progress and slow the game. It's...
Yeah, but that's the point of all enemies.
Yeah, but they're
I mean-
done in such a way that is unrewarding.
Yes, this game is...
It does not
unrewarding.
reward you for combat
Anything.
or defeating a difficult enemy.
And the enemies all take way too much to kill.
If anything, they punish you because you end up losing more health than anything else, which is why I'm glad they at least give you the auto recharge system for your health. But again, they could have just fixed that by simply allowing pickups.
Yeah. Pickups.
They didn't want to script that, though, probably. They weren't
Oh,
authorized.
did you just get a missile tank?
Yeah.
Huh. And it gave you one missile.
Yep. Because you
Whatever
can
happened to
restore
missile
missiles, so why bother giving you, 5 like normal?
Like, you should have 255 missiles. That's, the historic number for missiles.
Yeah, when you find them all, yeah.
Well, in Primes, in Super, I think Fusion is. Isn't Fusion also 255?
Yeah. That always has seemed to be the max.
Well, it's a convenient number because it's divisible by 5, and it's one short of 256, which means you only need 8 bits to carry the number of missiles. Because 0 counts as 1.
And here we have the classic bull scenario.
Yeah, but
Stand
I mean,
and wait, he charges, you dodge, you blast him in the ass.
Alpha Beetle in Prime was a bull. Sheegroths were bulls. In Torvus Bog, the
Oh, okay, this one jumps, that's new.
what do they call it in Torvus Bog? The
Christ, okay. Ah!
help me out here, Jacob Lane. The so Prime 1 in Fendrana had Sheep, and then basically the same enemy reskinned for Torvus Bog in Prime 2. What were they called though? Grenchler. Grenchlers. I mean that's the same thing, charging enemy. But they were well done. You can at least like jump around behind them and shoot them in the back without them having to charge. I don't know, did Prime 3 have a Bull Rush enemy?
You're asking the wrong person.
Honestly, my biggest problem with Prime 3 is it was Deus Ex Phazon. You know, why is this Phazon? Why does this Phazon? This enemy Phazon. It was a little overdone.
Why?
Like,
Because Phazon.
the way they did it in Prime 1 was really well done, and then in Prime 2, where, like, the Phazon's there, and, like, Prime 2 was perfect, because, like, there's Phazon there, the pirates are trying to harvest it, Dark Samus is there, the pirates are being accosted by her, she's accosting you, you're accosting the pirates. It's all there, but it has no bearing on the story. Which I know on the one hand is, like, sort of the inverse of Chekhov's gun, but on the other hand, it's just like, look, it's there, it's a thing, you've already encountered it, that's what ties it to the first game, but that's not the point of this game, so we're not going to hammer it home, you know? Is there a reason you're just standing?
Yeah, I'm shoving food down my throat.
You can't be eating, you gotta play.
I'm aware of this. I wasn't planning on this. Wife brought Subway home.
Well, are you gonna share?
Yeah, let me just shove this in the mic. Did you get it?
If only it were so easy.
I ordered a pizza, so I'm good.
Okay. Back to the suffering.
You know what authorized suffer? Or is that just one of those things that you don't have to be authorized to do?
Sorry, what is it?
I said you're not authorized to suffer.
Oh, I'm pretty sure I am authorized to suffer. Oh, this is super missiles. What am I doing? God damn it.
That's what this game is.
What? Oh, suffering. Yeah. Yeah. I'd agree with that.
Yay, you don't have authorization.
Yet that's the direction I have to go. It's like, would you make up your minds?
It's the second dead end you've come to.
Yeah.
Maybe there's a bypass. Maybe.
Well, that's a good thing on the map. Actually, looks like there's, like... Oh, there's two save rooms, like, right next to each other. What is this nonsense?
Vertical stacking. Because, you know, it's not a 2D game, it's a 2.5D game. And they don't give you a nice 3D map like Prime.
I would actually prefer the 3D map as much as that gave me headaches sometimes.
Oh god, I love the Prime map. I mean, I know some people found it unwieldy, but honestly, I've started it up bad.
I would
Like,
prefer
3D doesn't bother me.
I would prefer a 3D map over a 2D map any day,
Yeah.
especially if they're different levels.
Yeah, for a 3D game, a 3D map is
It's essential.
for all the 2D Metroids 1 through 4, you didn't need it because, I mean,
It's a 2D game.
yeah.
There's no depth. It's just
Basically, this game is like 50% pretty to look at, but that's it.
This morph bally bit is really contrived. Like, I understand you're showcasing the morph ball, but you could showcase that better by just having a little hole for the block of ice that you can blow out and sneak past it.
Yeah.
Like, it didn't accomplish anything. There was no challenge there. You just held the stick in one direction.
And now I'm actually going the wrong direction again. Because the map is so
I
confusing.
sound like in Sequelitis. I'm just bitching. Bitch, bitch, bitch. See, Metroid games are supposed to encourage going. Refined thing. But pickups have no point in this game, so there's no point in going the wrong way.
Yeah.
Oh, you get one more missile. Woo!
the only thing worth finding is the energy tank.
Yeah. Can you space jump? No, you're not authorized.
And now I'm just back down here. What the heck? This game isn't giving me a reason to continue it right now.
I don't think either of us would hold it against you if you stopped.
I mean, I'd make fun of you, but I've suffered through it twice. You can suffer through it
You've suffered through this twice? Why?
twice. The second one was a bet.
Okay. Well, at least you won that bet, yes?
No, I think that was from me having lost the bet. I had to play it.
Oh.
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 I will admit, and this is the one admission that you're going to get out of me regarding this game. The second time through, when I was fighting Nightmare, it was the one point of the game where everything fell into place, and it's like, yes, this is how the game is meant to be played. It just like everything dropped in. It was how I was all happy with it. It was hunky dory, how it should be.
I don't understand. Oh,
So-
wait, there's a thing over here. There's a tunnel.
So yeah, fighting Nightmare was the one part of this game where I actually managed to just relax and enjoy it. But that was it. Just Nightmare.
What is this nonsense?
Oh wow. How terribly marked.
Pretty much. I'm on the other side of that now. Like, instead of saying, okay, this is a super missile door, just be like, okay, you can't go in here right now.
Oh, these fuckers. I hate these things. They're stupid enemies with terrible design, and they look retarded.
What even is it?
I think it's a space pirate lieutenant. No, wait, no. I don't know, the face isn't right. But yeah, these guys will become the bane of your existence. Oh, you want to be damaged? Well, you have to hold still to be damaged. Sorry.
Sort of like
There.
what, Resident 5?
The problem is, even if you can like twitch the D-pad fast enough. Yeah, that's right. You play with the D-pad in this stupid game.
I've got it set to an analog stick, thankfully.
Yeah, the problem is you still have to turn it sideways, and that still physically takes time.
Because yeah, to go like into first-person mode, you have to point it at the screen, right?
Yeah, and it physically takes time.
Screw you, goats. I'm out.
This game sounds like a very annoying mess.
It's a hot mess.
It's a train wreck.
Oh, there's another bull. I have no reason to fight you guys, so get out. Shoot you in the
You're
butt.
starting to do the whole rush past enemies so there's no point in fighting the thing.
That's the whole game. Oh, see if you can get the bull to break down the wall for you.
You're not authorized to do that.
Now that would actually be a cool gameplay mechanic. You know, like back in Prime, you could scan things, and it could say the wall was weak, a large impact, and then goad the bull into charging the wall.
Yeah.
You know? That would be a cool gameplay mechanic.
Nope, here we're just going to waste your time with a boss fight. Mini boss fight.
Stupid. It's not even a mini boss. It's just a stupid hard enemy.
It's a spongy enemy.
All the enemies in this game are spongy.
Oh, hey. I know this has nothing to do with Metroid, but did you hear about the Fallout 4 Creation Club paid mod thing?
Yeah, it's also bloatware.
Yeah, I know. It's all on your computer right now.
Yeah. I heard that you can unlock it just by going into the files and changing the ESP to an SM or something like that.
You can pretty much just activate the file, but you want to know the annoying thing about the paid mods, pretty much what they are? If you do buy one, you're pretty much saying fuck it to all your other mods because it forces them to be alphabetical and it forces the ones you paid for to be at the top of the load order.
Oh, it kills your load order?
Yeah, it destroys the load order.
Yeah, see, that's why I had no interest in dicking with them to begin with. Because I am not paying for mods, ever.
Okay.
Bethesda, if you want to make me pay for mods, then the first thing you need to do is actually release a game being complete. Because the modders are the ones who finish your game for you.
There was one of the mods that, well, a few of them, but one of the big ones was the Hellfire Power Armor. And there was a mod that did that power armor way better than they did.
Yeah.
Just so much more detail.
Yeah, oh yeah, the mods are generally just way better. Like, you go through, you find your mods, you download CBBE, because that's what everyone does, and you call it good.
Which would you prefer? A $5 suit of power armor, or, spend $10 on Nuka World?
Yeah. Exactly. Spend $10 on Nuka, then download CBBE, download better faces, download better storms, Jesus, I don't even know how many mods I'm running right now.
I think let me check how many I actually have.
Oh, but you need to pay for them to encourage the modders to mod.
No, you don't.
I love that chorus there. No, you don't.
They've been modding for years. If they needed encouragement to mod, don't you think they would have been modding or not modding already?
No, the modders want to make the game better. They're like, I think the game needs this. I'm gonna do it.
And they do it as a passion project.
Yeah.
They do it because they want to, because they love it.
Yeah, because they're like, I think the game needs this, so therefore I will put it in the game, and since I've made it, I'm going to share it with everybody else, because there's probably like 3 or 4 people out there who want that.
If the modders wanted to get paid for it, then why doesn't Bethesda pay them for making the mod? You made our game better, here's money.
Yeah. But Bethesda doesn't want to ship out. They want to take.
Exactly.
The Creation Club mods, they got modders to come in to make those mods, pretty much.
Yeah, but remember,
And they paid them outright.
verifies guarantees that they'll work.
Yeah, they paid the modders outright at the start with just one lump of money, and after that, they don't get any money from any of the sales of those mods.
I would never do that. That's a shitty deal.
Yeah, I know. So Bethesda will probably get however tiny amount of money it is that they'll get from that.
I really hope that not enough people bought mods that the modders or the Bethesda
No,
lost.
no. What would be funny is if somebody went through and made every single Creation Club mod and made it a free version that was slightly different.
And slightly better.
No, extremely better.
And release it on Nexus.
Yeah.
But seriously, I hope that Bethesda lost more money. Actually, you know what? Maybe it is better that the modders got paid up front and lump. Because if you got paid like percentage share, then I would want to do a because I want the modders to get paid. But since they got paid up front, I don't want nobody to pay for the mods so that Bethesda spent more hiring modders than they get from selling mods.
That would be funny. That would be hilarious.
Would be great. Because screw you, Bethesda.
Oh, and if you try and remove those files from your hard drive, they just re-download them. There's no way to block them from being downloaded.
Basically, don't have the
yes.
game installed.
No, there's a way to do it. You can tell Steam to not update your game,
That's true.
True. Yeah.
and then just delete the bloatware yourself.
Or you could download a mod that just says no, don't download it, because there's probably one out there already.
I really wish that they had at least given warning that they were going to do this, so then I could have gone in and told Steam to
Not do it.
Don't update. Because like my game is running, or well, before this mod, my game was running pretty well. I mean, it never runs solid because I have 2 cards SLI, and Bethesda doesn't know what SLI is. But my game was running
Creature's
okay.
corpse showed signs of what looked like
And
Metroid
I should have just
potential,
frozen it
making
there.
my mind
Like,
race.
gone into the files and
Metroids?
literally... Actually, that would have been the way to do it. Open up the directory and make it
Metroids can't tolerate
read
cold
only,
temperatures.
you know?
They couldn't survive in this
I
environment.
made 3 different files
Besides, they're
read-only
extinct.
because a friend of mine told me
Baby
to
was
do
the
that.
last of its kind.
I think it was just the configure files, though.
If that thing was eaten by a Metroid, it would literally collapse to dust as soon as you touched it.
Yeah.
The baby was the last of its kind.
They're extinct. I killed them all.
Is there actually any proof of that? I mean, yes, you exterminate all the ones on SR3,
388,
and that's,
yeah.
and that's technically where the ones on Zebus came.
Yeah, I mean, that doesn't mean that other people would have, grabbed a baby,
There were-
stuck it in a jar, and taken it with them.
I mean, there were also Talon Metroids,
There might be a planet out there covered in them.
and there were Metroids on Elysia too. And I mean, yeah, it's possible that the Federation was
Some
studying
kind of
things on
multi-
Metroids on Elysia, but
It's ridiculous.
so what we're saying though is that we have found Metroids in multiple locations. Like there were Metroids on the Valhalla. Did somebody go there and delete or go there and blow up the Valhalla and make sure to destroy all the Metroids that were there too? Ooh. You know, there were Metroids on Talon. On
Yeah.
Talon 4. Did somebody go to Talon and deliberately exterminate all the Metroids there? Because, you fight them in the labs, but, every time you re-enter the lab, the Metroid's back, because they escape to fight you again. So who's to say that a Metroid didn't escape the lab and is just wandering around Talon? What about Aether? Or Ether, excuse me. You fight a, Phazon, or an indie Metroid, or a Dark Metroid. And that thing was actually scary as fuck, because you don't have an ice beam. So you fight a Dark Metroid on Ether. How did that Metroid get there? And there's only the one. It's just enough to say there's a Metroid here. Oh, and then there's also the regular Metroids in the Space Pirate in the Agon Wastes. So Metroids had already been exported. Plus the Pirate Homeworld had Metroids on it. And those... I mean, yeah, the Federation took over the planet. I suppose they probably would have exterminated them. But the point being, you find Metroids on how many different planets? Like, would it really be surprising that you would find them? Who knows how many worlds the Chozo colonized? And we know the Chozo created Metroids. So... You know?
Mm-hmm. But
Also,
this is
why the
right
hell-
after Super Metroid in the timeline, so she's assuming that nothing's been... that they are all dead.
But that's not even a safe assumption, because this happens after the events of all the Prime games.
I thought this was directly after Super Metroid.
Yeah, Prime happens somewhere between 1 and 3,
Oh.
according to the official chronology. I actually don't remember whether... no, you know what? Metroid 2 comes in... Like, it's alluded to heavily that she gets the baby and immediately becomes Ceres. But yeah, I don't know why she would expect it to be exterminated. It's not illogical. Unless, in between Prime and Metroid 2, she had gone back to every single planet and done a Metroid scan. It's like, made sure there were not any Metroids on any of the planets on which she encountered them. Which I suppose you could say is like canonical. So, fine, fair enough. But, you know, the beginning of Super should be not the last Metroid is in captivity, the galaxy is at peace.
Mm-hmm.
It should be the last Metroid that is known.
The last known Metroid.
The last known Metroid in captivity. The galaxy is at peace. I think that fan, that fan still has gobbledygook behind it. Wait, what did Game Grumps say? Gobbledygook?
Gobbledygook?
Something like that.
Oh, there's nothing in here.
Wow, what's the point of that fan?
Yeah, there's no point in having that hole there.
Well, a hole's a hole. Is there a bridge or a connection between the two holes? Like,
I don't know. A little divot here. No. Nope, can't go any way when I'm in here.
is there something to blow up on the backside of the ladder?
Aha.
Uh-huh.
Yep, it was on the back side of the ladder.
Hey, I called it.
Oh, because it was one of these hovering sideways elevator thingies.
Why would you build a rail to have your hovering elevator thing go to a point where it literally serves no purpose? Stupid game. Like, I understand level design and challenge and all that, but you also have to make a ship that's, you know, functional as a ship.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
They wanted to go for more of a style and not really functionality.
Like, honestly, I'm of the opinion that when you want to make a map, you need to make the map what it originally was, and then figure out how to incorporate the gameplay that you want. Like,
Put in all the little roadblocks and progression
yeah, like
barriers.
Treasure Ruins did a great job. It's like, here's a hallway, but we want you to be able to, we want you to have more fall before you go through it. Therefore, we're going to have some overgrowth to choke it off. But you know it was a hallway, you know?
Yeah.
So right now, basically, you're in, right?
I mean, what?
You're in Iceland, which is Snowden.
Yeah.
Before, you were in Hotland.
I went to them in the wrong order. Well, I did go to Sector 3 before Sector 2, so it makes sense.
What? You went out of order?
That's where Adam sends you.
Oh, so you're actually authorized to go out of order this time.
Yeah. You start in Sector 1 until you meet up with the rest of the guys, and then he's like, go to Sector 3 and check it out, and then you do, and it's like, alright, now make your way to Sector 2.
Well, Fusion. Doesn't Fusion have you go 1, 2...
I don't remember.
Or maybe it's like 1, 2... Yeah, it's like 1, 2, 4, 6, and then, like... Because you avoid 5, because that's the ice area. And then you... Then what? And then you... Eventually you go to...
Fishing with dynamite.
Fusion was pretty damn good.
How's the water in there not frozen over?
Super, though, still is, like, the epitome of a 2D Metroid.
That's a hole.
Is there a hole in the hole?
I plugged the drain with myself.
Huh.
Hey Adam, Sector 2 is completely underwater. Can I have the gravity suit now? No!
When you're almost out of it, it'll be like, oh, hey, you're controlling your gravity suit now.
Just me, or is the volume of water that filled into the area much greater than the volume of the room where you spilled it from?
No, you're right. It's, you know, magic water. These things again.
I understand fundamentally that volume is not a... However, given the fact that the density of water doesn't really change that...
You know, I'm going to follow shenanigans of their color somewhere off to the side. That's the only way to explain it.
Shenanigans? Oh wait, no, there's a grate in the background, so I guess there was more to this one. And the water came through the grate. What the hell are these?
They can mix with electric eels or something.
They're annoying, jumpy things that are going way too heavy.
At least they made a job of... They did a good job of making the enemies frustrating, so when you do finish them off, it feels kind of good.
Yeah, but they're just...
You just shove your cannon in their mouth and go, fuck you!
Sort of like
And that would be great for, like, you know, maybe 5 enemies through the game, but not every enemy.
Yeah.
I can see it doing it to like the heavies, like the
Now I need a
the
speed
bull
booster.
guy,
Like,
stuff
the,
like that.
like the ideal way to do it is in Prime 1 and the Inkers in Prime 2, where you go through the area first and you know how many there are. Like, you see all the pods, and then you fight them. But every time you fight one, that's now an empty pod. And once you've destroyed all the ones in all the pods, you fight them because you killed them all.
Oh, I do get Shine Spark.
Cool. No, you get speed boost.
No. Give it a minute.
Oh, look at that, Shine Spark. Yeah, Shine Spark, Crystal Flash. Did you know that there's in Super Metroid that there's beam combos that by using power bombs? I actually didn't know that.
Wait, say again?
In Super Metroid, there's beam combos that you can do that use power bomb.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Well, that's how you do the, well, that's a beam combo thing you're talking about. I was going to say, that's how you do the Crystal Flash as well.
Yeah, no, well, the Crystal Flash is a power bomb.
Yeah.
The Morph Ball. No, if you have power bombs selected, and you go into your settings, because you know how in Super you could actually turn off certain beams?
Yeah.
If you just make it, like, wave only, for instance, and, well, wave and then charge, you do a charge beam, and then you hit missile while the power bomb is highlighted thing, it spends a power bomb and then has the beam boost, like, special things around. It's really cool.
Oh, that's actually kind of cool.
Yeah, I didn't know it. Somebody pointed it out to me on Reddit. I was like, whoa, I've never seen that before.
I'll be right back.
I gotta pack. I should be packing.
You should
Damn,
pack.
no distractions. I think I'm gonna bring the 3DS with me, and then if I have any downtime, because I know once I get back and I've got Samus Returns, I'm not gonna be doing Worlds anymore.
Well, from what I've read about it, it goes back to roots, so it seems to be very well done.
Good.
You should enjoy it.
That's what I'll find out on Monday, because it gets delivered tomorrow. But I'm leaving from work, so I'm not gonna get to play it. Also, I don't know if it's just me, but wouldn't shooting the ice beam at ice enemies in an ice level not be as effective as, for instance, shooting, the plasma beam
Yeah, you would think.
at ice enemies in an ice level? Like this enemy, what the fuck is the point of it? So why does it just have a weird eyeball hanging on its center throat, ass, or whatever the fuck it is?
Oh,
So how much of
Shines.
Lasers rant did I miss?
Yeah, it's alright, I'm just gonna keep going. It's all the same.
You missed nothing.
I missed laughing at a few things.
You laugh at my attempt to shine spark, apparently.
I mean, if you want to have things to laugh at, I can.
There we go.
I kind of don't want to.
Okay.
I don't blame you. Oh,
Okay, I think that's enough of that nonsense today.
Oh, you're already done?
I'm done for the night, yes.
You played for all of
an hour.
Hour and a half.
No, you were missing for like 10 minutes.
Oh, I'm sorry. You had to be helpful.
I had to do husbandly things.
I'm not saying it wasn't like a good reason, but you were missing. It doesn't change the facts just because there's a good reason.
Oops. No, wrong thing. There.